silence becomes sacred when words would only reshape the narrative in someone else's favor. When people want to hear your side of the story, it's often not because they care. It's because they want to frame what happened in a way that leaves them comfortable with themselves, with their actions, with who you became. But their comfort is not your responsibility, especially when it comes at the cost of your clarity. There's something dangerous about giving people just enough of your truth for them to misinterpret it. They'll twist it, stretch it, and assign it a meaning that fits their emotional needs, not yours. And suddenly your truth is no longer yours. It becomes a performance, a version of events designed to soothe their guilt. But you didn't live through that story to be understood. You lived it to grow. And not everyone is meant to understand what helped you evolve. When people ask for closure, what they often mean is, tell me something that helps me avoid sitting in this discomfort. They're not asking for the truth. They're asking for a version of it they can manage emotionally. But real truth is rarely manageable. It doesn't tie up neatly. It shows you things you didn't want to see about yourself and others. When you try to turn that raw experience into a digestible speech, you rob it of its depth. That's the thing about silence. It forces people to endure. It doesn't offer an escape route. It says, sit with what you did. Sit with what you missed. And maybe in that discomfort, they'll finally begin to look inward, not outward, for answers. You don't owe anyone a final conversation just because they're uncomfortable with how things ended. People notice absence far more loudly than they ever notice presence, but noticing too late doesn't grant them the right to demand your words. Sometimes, the most loving thing you can do for yourself is to stop explaining. Stop negotiating your peace in the language of those who didn't protect it. They'll call it cold. They'll call it inconsiderate. But what they're really saying is, I'm not used to people walking away without needing to explain why. And that, in itself, is the clearest sign you made the right decision. You didn't leave to hurt them. You left because staying would have kept you trapped in a version of yourself you'd already outgrown. You left because it was time.